for supporting us financially as well. So on behalf of the family, I'd like to say thank you. I'll just go ahead and read the tribute. My Njambi. I'll miss you. I'll miss how your laughter filled the room. For so long, you were home. Wherever you were, I knew I'd be safe. You were there for me when we were happy. You were there for me when we were sad. When I messed up, and I messed up a lot. But you sat in your love for me, and you held me through and through. You did this for the whole family, even when you didn't have enough for yourself. I hope you know you are loved. I have so much to say. I just wish you were here still so I could say it to you. I will miss you every day. I will remember you. I love you, baby, forever.
Pole sana, pole sana. Sasa ni community ya satellite. Community ya satellite. Kuna moja mbili wanataka kusema.
Jackie na Saitei.
Yeah, Jackie na Saitei. Karibuni.
Hii ndo community ilikuwa na mlinda kule upande ya satellite.
Yeah. Karibuni.
Sisi ni marafiki wa Njambi wa Seti. This is Ivy, Jackie, mimi naitwa Kaite, Shiko, and this is my brother Jamari. I think kitu yenye tutakumbuka Njambi sana nayo, Njambi alikuwa anapenda kucheka. And the banter that we shared, I think sijawahi share banter ingine yoyote isipokuwa na Njambi. Jackie anajua, Jackie alikuwa anamuita Jachirini, mimi alikuwa ananiita Chaitesi na huyu Samale, kwa sababu alikuwa anapenda Wanyarwanda sana. Seti kulikuwa na Wanyarwanda wengi, and she really loved the Rwandese community. She loved Rwanda, she loved Rwandese. I think mmesikia even from our other friend mwenye pia ametoka Rwanda. Alikuwa anapenda kusikia vile ma-aunties na wamama Wanyarwanda walikuwa wanaongea Kiswahili na accent ya Kinyarwanda. It used to just rip her apart. Anacheka kabisa, na tulikuwa tunacheka tunaanguka chini. As in, kama kuna mtu alikuwa anacheka kabisa ni Njambi. We used to laugh, tunaanguka literally kwa ground, tunacheka tunaanguka chini. Kuna joke, inside joke tulikuwa nayo ya msi anaitwa Father. Father alikuwa anauza mtura hapo Seti, hapo kwa junction. Watu wanaishi Seti labda wanamjua. So tulikula hapo mtura tukiongea. We used to talk all the time, and we used to talk about everything. Yani Njambi alikuwa na roho kubwa, all of us fit in her heart, and she would show you love unapologetically. I think that's another thing we'll miss her so much about. So hiyo inside joke ilikuwa iliran up to this day. Hata mi alikuwa ananichongoa up to the last minute, akisema tujawahi lipa deni ya Father ya mtura, because we ate too much. We believed kuna yenye tulikula ya deni ya tukulipa. So alikuwa anatuchongoa mimi, Jackie, Samale, alituchongoa mpaka the last minute. Every time it was somebody's birthday, alikuwa anakukumbusha deni ya mtura au kulipa. Njambi was such a loving person. She inspired all of us. Yani alikuwa anakutana nawe, anakutia nguvu, unasikia you can conquer the world, you can do anything. We will miss her dearly. I can speak for all of us here. I've left a big group of Rwandese back in Kigali wenye wamesema tupatie mam pole sana na Barbara and the rest of the family. We'll miss you, Njambi. Rest in peace.
Thank you very much. Now, even as you're going to sit, please mwende mulipe deni ya mtura. Sindio? Mtura lazima ilipwe. It's good once in a while to see a smile. I know it's a tough time, and all of us, we mourn in our own special ways. Some of us remember the laughter, some of us remember the fights. Because Njambi tumepigana, tumecheka, tumekuwa marafiki, tumepanda milima, vitu mingi sana. So you remember her in the best way that you can.
Yeah.
Na sasa tutafanya kusonga mbele kidogo, so at least muda usitupate. We're going to have a tribute that is going to be read by Edward Musheru. He's going to read the dad's tribute.
Edward Musheru.
Hello, all of you. My name is Edward Musheru. I'm leading the tribute on behalf of the father. I am not the father, I am an uncle. Here is the tribute of that is Njambi to Njambi. Dear Njambi, my daughter, the time has come for me to atone for my acts of omission or commission on your final journey from this world. It has been one of the most difficult episodes in my life, and especially for your close family. Your mom, sisters, aunties, uncles, colleagues in the media, and friends in and out of the country. The large following you were able to marshal on social media was a testament to your ability as an influential personality. Your sudden and unexpected death cut short your very bright and promising career at a time you had already entered the political arena. Having vied to be a member of parliament for the Dagoretti South in the 2022 elections, where you came an impressive fourth. My tribute to you will be on my contribution in your life, confession of my acts of omission, all commission and forgiveness. Stella Wamboi Kanogo, your mom and I were living in Liluta Satellite when we started our friendship, and you were conceived in 1985. She gave birth to you on January 24th, 1986. At the time, I was working at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, having been employed in late October 1983. She visited me at the office to inform me of the pregnancy, and later, after she gave birth to you, she came back to see me. At that time, you were about 4 months old, and that was my first encounter with you as a child. Though our encounter was short-lived, and we never saw each other after that, as I was posted out of the country. All the time I was away, your mom and family took care of you, and it is only when you got to Form 1 and I was back in the country that we were able to meet. When you came to the office to look for me, you were then at Ngala Girls and came in school uniform. When I saw you, I saw myself. And when we spoke at length about your education, you later went to Alia Girls, then McKinney School, where you did your O-levels. Thereafter, you joined St. Christopher's for A-levels. And then we agreed you joined Desta University for your undergraduate degree, and where you graduated with a degree in mass communications. We took a very beautiful photo on your graduation day, which I shall always treasure. I thereafter got you a job at the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. From the time I accepted you as my daughter, I never stopped paying for your education and supporting you in other ways. And I remember after the graduation ceremony, which I attended in 2008, you told me that you are grateful that I had been I had been by your side in your educational journey. I would also support you from different parts of the world in many ways, especially when I was in London and Nigeria. You later told me you wanted to do postgraduate studies in international relations at the United States International University, and I did not hesitate to pay for your studies. Later, you joined Alliance Francaise to study French, and I remember on one occasion you told me there was a trip to France, and I paid for you. The following year, you went again to France, as you told me you loved the country very much. You told me for you had bought lots of presents for your family and friends. That is Baba Jambi's tribute to Jambi. Oh, sorry. As far as our relationship were concerned, we had good and bad times. When times were good, we will go shopping and have lunches at some of the restaurants in town, and you enjoyed the encounters thoroughly. I really miss the good times we shared together. When times were bad, we would go for days and months without talking, for which I blame myself and will always do so. As I have lost the opportunity to mend fences with you. This will always weigh heavy on my heart. I take comfort from the message you sent me on Sunday, June 2nd, 2024, after I came to see you, in which you stated as follows. Hi, Dad. Hope you had reached home safely. So at country need the orange juice, Leadberry and Del Monte, and some fresh oranges and 3 tomato juice. The doctors are here, so I will have to go and we speak tomorrow. It was great to see you and reconnect. I really was praying for your recovery, so we will do just that. However, it was not to be. I confess I was not an ideal and good father at all times to you, and I left the burden on your mother for this. Those instances I failed you in many ways to stand by you as you were battling endometriosis. I regret immensely. It is too late to regret. I can only live with the reality that I failed when you needed me most, and I'm not proud at all of my conduct. You have been a shining beacon to many, and your legacy needs to be continued. I will endeavor to play my part in keeping your legacy alive. I remember when I told you I was brought up by the Salvation Army Church at their children's home at Kabete. You are very impressed and commended me for having fought against all odds to reach where I had reached in my career as a diplomat. And you vote to do the same in whatever field you went in. I am happy you are able to attain so much in your young life, and I have no doubt that you could have attained much more. It is unfortunate that the cruel hand of death has robbed your family, the country, and the world at large of someone who had big dreams and ambitions, especially in the fight against endometriosis. The deep pain and low sorrow I feel at this time is indescribable, but I will try to preserve and stay strong like you. Persevere and stay strong like you. You are a little fighter. At the hospital, by your bedside, with your mom on the night you left us, you told me you were the same blood, and that you were happy I had come. We reconnected, and I hope we shall reconnect again someday. May the Almighty God rest your soul in eternal peace. Jambi.
Asante sana.
Hezi kuona, so sijui tutafanyaje.
Sijui sasa.
Mtu saidie kupata solution.
Nyinyi sasa ndio mtu show. Ati waone online.
Unasema ati waone online. Mtu amekuja mpaka hapa aone online. Uko area. Sijui kama tunaweza, sijui tutafanya aje. Mtu saidie kupata suluhu. Kuna watu wanatupiga viboko kule nyuma.
Yeah.
Ama mchukue viti mukae na kamera ibaki juu. Itasaidia.
Ni ngumu.
Ngumu. Sasa sijui mfanye aje. Nafikiri muite kamkunji pale nyuma, mu discuss alafu mukam. Hakuna kudiscuss. Haya basi tukisonga
tukiendelea
hapa hivi tumekuja at least kupatiana naona hiyo ni solution in case tulete viti kama uko na tripod at least ukichukua kiti unakaa kamera inaendelea kurecord, si ndio? Hiyo ni solution ya kwanza. Tufanye hivi, asante.
Tukiendelea hivyo tukicelebrate liviti ya Njambi.
Naambiwa that kabla tuite Reverend Liz, nimeambiwa kuna mmoja tu wa mwisho alikuwa naomba kusema mawili watatu. Senator Orwoba nasikia amefika. Tafadhali Senator Gloria Orwoba amefika.
Karibu sana Senator.
Kuja at least tuambie mawili matatu.
Ndio tuweze kuendelea hivyo.
Maybe she'll also be able to tell us how she got to meet Njambi.
Mama.
The link. Kama walipatana kwa rege pia tuambie. Karibu sana.
Karibu sana Senator.
Friends and family of Njambi, good morning. Mko salama? Today I stand before you very sad. Najua niko na mengi ya kusema, but I'm trying to put my thoughts together. First, to the family of Njambi, I want to pass the message from the First Lady, who has been trying to intervene mahali angeweza, and who I hope we will be working with her office to implement Njambi's legacy of having the endometriosis center. I pass her condolences. Kutoka kwangu, I can tell you that I met Njambi in Kibera. Tulikuwa function ya Shofco, and she was one of the judges. And during that function, she actually was kind enough kuniongelesha. Alikuwa na vitu tulikuwa tunataka kudiscuss, and a friendship was built from that day. Njambi was also a politician, and she had hopes to be in politics. Si ile politics ya kando. Alikuwa anataka aingie mahali where she'll have an impact. So that is where we connected as well. She wanted us to work with the girls, kuongelesha warembo maneno ya endometriosis, because she knew that I was also working with the girls in terms of menstruation and period poverty. So we found a connection. We met severally on social occasions. Obviously, I was trying to convince her akuje pande yetu asimame na ticket ya UDA, but Njambi was not convinced. And she kept on telling me mpaka aone kazi ambayo tunafanya kama serikali. At that point, she was very keen on other things, but alikuwa anataka kuingia siasa. So I've known Njambi for about a year. And one thing I can tell you about Njambi, from what I know, wengine munamjua in a different way, lakini mimi venye namjua, she was a very straightforward person. She was ni mtu wako kuwa anakupatia gray areas. Alikuwa anakuambia venye how it is. And I really appreciated that, because kwa hii siasa na hii maisha sisi tunatembea, sometimes you need a person who will tell you uko na ujinga na ni hapa tunafaa tuende. So I appreciated that about her. She was also very kind. And watu wengine mkisikia kind, I think you think it's about money, but Njambi was kind with her time. She was kind with her views. Ni mtu ulikuwa unampigia na mwambia niaje nataka kutembea Dagoretti hivi kidogo, tutapangaje, anakuja, mnakaa chini, mnapanga kitu yenye inafaa kupangika. So for me, that's how I knew Njambi. Unfortunately, the week when she was in hospital, I called her because pia mimi niliona kwa mtandao watu walikuwa wameanza kusema Njambi ako hosi, Now we had not reconnected in that month. So I called her and I asked her what's happening. Akaniambia kohosi, kamuliza kukoaje? Kasema actually it's not so bad. Mnajua venye Njambi alikuwa. Even when it's bad she'd tell you ako poa, ako fiti. So nikamuliza nimeona you have posted something you needed blood. Can I post it so that we have a blood drive? So she said, yeah, you can post and I hope watu watakuja. And actually, one thing that I appreciate with many Kenyans who are online, Wakenya walijitokeza, by the way, musisikize hizo vitu wanaandika kwa mtandao. Wakenya walijitokeza kutoa damu wengi. And the parents can attest that at one point the blood was much that it was other patients walikuwa wanasaidika. So the Kenyans who came out, I want to thank them. On I think it was Friday, nikienda kumuona, nilikuwa nimetumwa na I reached out to the first lady, nikamwambia kuna beshte yangu anaitwa Njambi, she's a DJ, she's an influencer, a very strong person who can change lives of women and girls. So on Friday I was telling the first lady we need to intervene. Tuna need as much as a kohosi, kuna venye anafaa kupelekwa Atlanta because apparently only that center in Atlanta was dealing with Njambi. And I remember the first lady was on her way to kulikuwa na function ya Sato, some holiday. So she told me niko njiani lakini hebu nitumie kwa WhatsApp nione how we can intervene. So when I was talking to Njambi, I think it was Friday, we had hope. And in fact, she was very enlightened. Ilikuwa sasa tuanze kupanga how we are going to Atlanta for now further treatment or because a specialist was there. Unfortunately, we didn't make it that far because on Monday morning, Njambi's father called me, and it was actually after I'd had a meeting about Njambi very early in the morning, and akaniambia, unfortunately, we've lost Njambi, and I think until now, ni kama sija accept. So, ya Mungu ni hayo. There's nothing much we can do. However, I've been talking with the family, the sisters, the mother, and the brother, the father. Now, I think we have agreed that the one thing that we can do, because Njambi lived for a reason. She was passionate about changing lives. Na kuna wasichana wengi ambao who will still benefit from Njambi's movement. One ilikuwa naambia watu, Njambi was not just an influencer, she was a movement. And that's why even as a politician, I was looking at her, I'm like, weni kama lewi ile strength uko nayo. Mtu anaweza chapa show, watu kama 5,000 wanakuja. Na sisi bado tuko hapa, upcoming politicians, we need to mobilize women ati tunawasimamisha kwa line kuwatolea chai ndio wakuje. So I used to tell her, kuna kitu hujaona, you're a movement. And I just wish that we could have translated that movement into impactful leadership. Juu saa hizi pali tumefika siasa ya hii Kenya, watu waache kusema mimi sitaki maneno ya siasa. Mkoe kama Njambi. Because if you guys don't join politics, you'll keep saying hawa ma politicians wako aje. Mnafaa mwingie kwa kiwanja, mtoe hao wenye mnasema hawafai kuwa. And that's what Njambi used to say all the time. She's like, I need to get in there so we can change Dagoretti South. So the only words I can leave, and maybe what I've learned from Njambi is, number one, it doesn't matter how small you are. And it doesn't matter watu watakudharau kiwango gani. If you know that you have a purpose in this life, kama Njambi alikuwa anasema, for sure she was going to change so many things in Dagoretti South. And I think even in her absence, she has already changed so many things. The fact that the office of the First Lady is now sitting down and strategizing to implement how to put together an endometriosis center is because of Njambi. Si juu ya waziri fulani. Na si juu ya mwanasiasa fulani. It's because of Njambi. So even in death, Njambi's legacy lives on. And that is the one thing that I want to take with me. That hata mimi nikifika mahali nitakuwa nimefika, Mungu aniite, people can come and say, this is what this person did. Everybody knows what Njambi did for the reggae community, the reggae fraternity. Munajua ile kazi Njambi amefanya. For the women and the girls, me, I can personally tell you, I know what she has done. And so I want to celebrate her, and I choose to celebrate her, and I will take it upon myself. If it's the one thing I can do, ile kitu yenye naweza fanya, hata kama watu wanasema na chase clout nini, at least history ya endometriosis center, we have to see it come alive. We have to have the Njambi endometriosis center, so that all of this was not for nothing. Kifo yake isikue ni kifo tu, ilikuwa unakumbuka ule DJ alikuwa nini. At least we can carry the legacy and make sure that the women and girls who are out here suffering from endometriosis can actually have diagnosis in time and treatment when it's supposed to be given. Asante sana. And I'll be reaching out to the Endo warriors. Sijui nitawatoa wapi, lakini tutaona kama tutapatana nyuma ya tent, so that you can join the journey to make sure that Njambi's legacy is actually implemented. Thank you.
Asante sana. Senate. Yeah.
Kuna wimbo wengine alikuwa DJ alikuwa anacheza sana tukianza hapa. Sijui unaweza cheza hiyo ngoma as we move on now to kwanza mambo ya misa.
Yeah.
Tribute ya Mam na Barbara. Njambi was a phenomenal woman whose spirit touched us all. It is hard to believe that she is no longer with us. Her absence feels like a terrible dream from which we hope to awaken. Since childhood, Njambi faced life challenges with the heart of a lioness and the grace of a queen. She never allowed adversity to wear her down. Instead, she fought fearlessly, always emerging stronger. Her optimism was unshakable, and she had a unique gift for seeing the glass half full, no matter the circumstances. Njambi was more than just a daughter and sister. She was our protector. As a sister, I remember her vigilance whenever I went out, asking for phone numbers of everyone I met, ready to call if I wasn't back home on time. She was my biggest cheerleader, and her pride in all my wins was boundless. She was my best friend, the first person I spoke to every morning, and we would talk every detail of our lives. We called each other Bebe, seeing each other as precious gifts to be loved and cared for deeply. In our family, Njambi was a comedian, lightening our lives with her humor. When our beloved grandma, whom we affectionately called Mami, passed away, Njambi made our grief bearable. She mimicked Mami's voice and lifted our spirits with her jokes. I can still hear her teasing about how Mami would always make our favorite chips and eggs, especially when I asked for them. Njambi was our guide in so many ways, teaching us the latest sheng and making us laugh with her explanations. In our lowest moments, she sat with us in our pain until it faded. She made us believe in ourselves even when we doubted. Njambi, we will miss you beyond words. You inspired us so much to pursue the things that matter most in our lives. You have left a big gap in our lives, and no one will ever be able to fill our shoes. The only comfort we find is knowing that you are free from pain, reunited with Mami, and sharing stories once more. We will always love you, now and forever, our queen, Mom and Barbara.
Asante sana. Kuna mori wako na nduthi imefunga baro. Ni Honda
KCL 172Z.
Tingua baro.
Okay, sio nduthi lakini sio nduthi, ni gari. Wacha tuseme ni gari ndio sikie poa.
Enda tu toa hiyo gari yako.
Honda barabara KCL 172Z umefunga barabara.
Yeah, man.
Tafadhali. Also just a request, kama umepata maji, let's not litter. Si ndio? Tukitoka kuna mali ya kuweka